the slows on someone like, for instance, Sion. Sion in if Sion does go down, he gets a huge movement speed bonus in his zombie form.
Yeah.
So I think that's generally quite a clever pick. And we are now in game. We are looking to see like it might be a Winx Club invade.
Yeah, but there's a ward here, and they didn't go with the UAV, so they don't know this.
Yeah, so it's going to be all of the Invictus just making sure they get out safely. Winx Club are going to carry on the invade.
I'm
and
surprised
so they might...
that Ozinox and the Thresh don't decide to go on the other side of the map and get some wards there, or maybe even a possible invade.
I'm really not sure. So we see the ward go down. The ward is in such a position that the red buff won't actually be shown
Yep.
by that ward. Possible mistake there. Like, obviously, the ward is there in the bush. They will know when red buff is taken, just not exactly when. Is that a mistake, do you think? And
Oh,
right.
Okay, so they do the invade now.
This is,
are they looking for the steal here?
This is...
Yeah, they are.
So, Enix and Eris are top, and Sion is bot lane.
Oh God! What
Are they going for a cheese tactic? Do you think? Is this going to be Sion bot? Is this so Sion is taking red buff as at the same time as he's taking? No, sorry, he's just taking that. Is he going to take red in his zombie form? Is Dave look? He's looking to take red in zombie form.
Oh yeah, he is.
So it's
Sejuani?
but the ward. This is what I was saying. The ward. They knew that he was going to be around there, and this is going to be really bad for Dave. I'm assuming this tactic really relied on having Dave getting that red buff. He's not going to be able to get it.
Yeah.
I think that ward may have just had a huge benefit in the early game for Winx Club.
I do not know about that strategy.
That is...
I appreciate that Big maybe looked at it and was like, maybe we're a bit behind when it comes to expectations in this game. Maybe we're not the favorite, so let's try something different. But this is a weird one. So how is he gonna CS?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, so he doesn't... I think that's really bad. The red buff not being taken, plus the kill for Sejuani. So Xerath Ashe is just going to poke this Sion out constantly. I don't see how Dave is going to get much farm at all. And he's already 7 CS down. And
what am
I mean, it's something. I mean, it's an interesting one. So this is going to...
oh boy.
The Invictus' bot lane are going to have to put a lot of pressure on Jaina Proudmoore, though.
Yeah, but they're not even hitting him. Enix is hitting the turret instead of the Fiora.
Are they going for
plates or what?
Are they going for early plates instead?
Like,
but
they're barely punishing him when he's trying to get CS. Look at the comparison here of the Sion.
Yeah.
Like, the Sion is getting...
And the thing is, though, Xerath is just able to get gold just simply from hitting the Sion, whereas Thresh can only get gold from the minion, the shield. What is it? Relic shield procs? I can't remember if that's the name of it. So as we see, Sejuani is now able to freely kind of roam the jungle. She has that kill advantage already. The first plate.
Yeah, but look at this. Look at this.
Dave is down. Like,
but look at the comparison, right? Like in the bot lane, you see every single ability used to try and get him chunked. Here, you see like maybe sometimes it's traded and stuff like that, but now essentially you don't care because the Fiora... I mean, look at the Fiora. She's still 13 CS. She's still relatively okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless. Like, I'm really not sure how to commentate this one.
Oh, boy.
But this is really bad for B Invictus, I think. Dave is going to get... Chris K, he knows. He can just do anything he wants to this Sion. So this Sion is now being not allowed to farm at all. He's being essentially dove like between his first and second turrets. 2.5 plates already gone in that bot lane turret.
Kip Carry actually just sniping him there.
Yeah, Eris Dream is going to... But he's taking 2 turret shots. He's taking 2 turret shots. This is the difference. Jaina Proudmoore is able to CS so much more effectively, and Dave is just going to get
this.
stunned up again, and he's going to go down again. I think the flash comes out. He's just going to survive. But this is really, really bad situation for the Invictus. Kip Carry, he's going to go down to the. The turret has slain Kip Carry. Oh, he executes.
Oh god!
Definitely didn't mean to. I'm sure he just thought the minions were just in turret range.
No. Let me tell you. There's a new strategy.
A Rins is gonna,
because what you don't realize is there's a certain strategy called in League of Legends where you call a faster recall.
I mean, yes, possibly, but oh, this game is so scuffed. I love it.
Oh boy!
Enix had let me in that there was going to be an interesting strategy. I didn't realize how interesting it would be.
Interesting.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting, but it's just, that int part is very, very heavily stressed in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a Scion with 15 CS. That's just unfortunate. I also think
but
that...
look at the difference. Like, just that 15 CS to 30. The Fiora doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's almost matching the Caitlyn.
Oh. And Kalungale is going to get stunned up again. Look how much damage he's taking. He might even go down here. The shield comes out just in time. But he's going to get chunked up again. He has to back again.
But look at this. Like, Fiora's got level 6. She doesn't really care. She's 30 CS ahead. She's 30 CS. She's 20 CS behind, but whatever.
See, Eris is going to take 2 turret shots here in return for no damage on Jaina Proudmoore. And look at the plates difference as well.
But also look at the difference of the approach. Sion is going his normal build. Fiora immediately went cool. So the couple CS she is managing to get, and there's a decent amount of them, count even more.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. I really don't know. And also,
Dave is level 5. He's gonna stun a Rins under turret, but it doesn't. I don't think it matters.
Okay, a Rins
actually is in trouble, I think. But Dave is just too slow. He just doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
A Rins can.
And Caitlyn's got 2 biscuits, so he doesn't care.
Look how ballsy a Rins is playing, and he doesn't care.
Yeah,
they know that Dave is a way off, and Dave is going to go down again.
What am I watching? What am I watching?
I feel so sorry for Dave. I really do. This is not what he wanted to be doing. I'm sure.
Boy.
I mean, I think this is...
But also, how are you behind in plating when you have Demolish?
I don't think Eris has been able to actually auto the turret because
I've seen him use it twice already. Oh, we might see.
I don't know about this. Jaina Proudmoore is quite strong. The spell, he's parry coming out from Ozinox. She's got like look at this. They're not actually able to do much damage, and Chris K is now coming down. Jaina Proudmoore is on to Enix. Like the grand challenge, whatever it's called, it's gone down. Enix is almost certainly going down. The heal is just so huge. While all that's happening, Chris K is able to slay down Ozinox as well. Jaina Proudmoore gets Eris. This is Enix going to go down as not quite. Dabis does come up to save, but
and they're doing the lane swap now as well. Xerath and Ashe is on top.
Yeah, I think this is kind of. I don't know what the Invictus can do now. The Scion is pretty much out of the game at this point. The CS lead is completely negligible.
Yeah, because like you look bot lane, it's like what? It's like a difference of what? 10 maybe? 10?
It's not even that. It's 1 CS. It's literally no CS difference.
Top side, it's 15. So it's like what? Oh.
And Enix is going to go down as well. The Lantern might just be enough. One more. Enix does just manage to survive. Really well done, the Lantern. Absolutely control. He goes down and he walks back into the Xerath. And now all we're going to see is even more plates going down. And there's nothing the Invictus can do. That's... I'm really confused.
We didn't mention this, but have you noticed the CS lead? Not CS lead, sorry, the gold lead.
I haven't... Wow. Yeah.
It's significant.
Jaina Proudmoore isn't going to go down to this, I'm pretty sure.
No.
He does parry a little bit early, though. He is really low, but they just don't have enough damage.
And you've got the Sejuani coming here as well, so he's going to get...
Ozinox is in a really dangerous position. Ozinox. He has to flash. The ult coming down from Chris K, the Glacial Prison, and he is down.
Oh, Seraphine flashed over the wall as well, so they're trying to kill the
Dark One is going to look for Dave. And I mean, that's fair enough. The turret already went down, so Dave is in a really bad position. This is going to be another kill. Oh, while this is happening, Arins has been slain by Luke, by Enix. Jaina Proudmoore has to be careful here. Galungalake can try and deal a decent amount of damage with Zombie. So we see a 1-for-1 in the top lane with both ADCs.
Yeah, and it's just there's a lot of things happening, but let's just check the gold difference here, right? You've got what almost 1,000 gold lead in the Sion versus Fiora matchup. You've got over 1,000 gold lead in the jungle. You've got a little bit of ahead, like 300 ahead for Victor, and then you've got another almost 1,000 gold lead in the bot lane. Like what? This is
Eris is out of position here. He's when he caught up. The ult from Fiora comes down. I don't think that's a good idea, Ozinox. I mean, you have a lot of people coming in. Dave misses the ult. The charm from Seraphine is landing. The Ashe ult as well. Everyone is going to get stunned up. That is Dave down as well. I think Jaina's going to try for Eris. He doesn't. I think that's possibly the right decision. Dark One has to be careful. We haven't spoken about Dabis, but he has actually done quite well. The 20 CS lead. He is probably going to get stunned up here, though, unfortunately. And I think this could be his first death. The Lantern coming in clutch, but it doesn't quite save him. And the Dark One finishes off Dabis.
Yep, so now that turned from bad to worse. You've got Arins just straight up taking plates while that is happening. He legitimately just used an Ashe Arrow bot side to change the way of the fight there as well. Then got assists for that and keeps getting plates. And then you're seeing the Seraphine just... She was a little bit behind in CS, and now she's 2-0-2.
Yeah, I mean, have a look in terms of plating difference. So there is 3 plates taken top lane versus a full turret. 1 plate taken by Invictus mid lane, but a full turret in the favor of them bot lane.
And I just feel so bad.
The Thresh does take him to a Rins. Ozinox might actually deal just enough damage to take a Rins down. Ozinox just survives. And that is at least something. Xerath is going to ult. Dabis knows where he is. Kip Carrier's out of position and is probably going to go down to Victor ult. Does he just manage to survive? Oh, I wonder how low he is. The shutdown, the flash, laser.
Because he was using that spell, he slowed down to cast the spell. I think that's why he was able to gap close. Yeah. And also, I just want to say, I feel so bad for Dave because this lead, technically, that Fiora has, it has nothing to do with Sion. Like, of course, Sion is going to struggle versus that bot lane when there's a lane swap, right? Of course he's going to have issue, especially considering that you also have a Rins being that bot lane that is lane swapping. Like, there's nothing he can do in this situation that, like, he's actually doing decent considering.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the CS advantage to Jaina Proudmoore, it's actually stayed the exact same since the switch, essentially. So, I mean, weird as it says, Dave, despite being 0-5, hasn't really done all that badly. The Ashe Arrow is stunned up in it. This is why you take Cleanse against Ashe. I said it at the start of game. That is why you take Cleanse against Ashe. That ultimate just simply doesn't allow you to play for the rest of the game. And Arins is really good with those ults. I haven't seen him miss.
Herald is being taken as well from the Seju, and we've not really talked about the neutral objectives, but both first and second Drake has gone in their favor, and now Herald is gonna get in their favor as well. Like this game is just it's rough. You're 15 minutes in, 7,000 gold ahead almost.
Yeah, I'm sorry for not talking about the objectives before, but there's just been so much going on and so much to talk about that an uncontested dragon wasn't a priority, which is weird considering
they're just going to use this here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Break the mid turret is so important to get that down.
It's not going to get it.
It's not quite, but it's going to be very, very low, and they have to be careful. And look at Invictus; they can't even take their own red buff at 15 minutes in. That is, like, just what can you do at this point to survive? You have nothing to play for right now. the best strategy is simply just a turtle, I guess. But then you just lose even more.
Yeah, but what happens if you turtle, right? Like, you just look at it and it's like, yeah, well, that is a Fiora, so good luck turtling when you get to late game. Like,
Yeah.
Like, no, but actually, like, what?
And if we have a look at CS, the ult arrow, the Ash ult as well. See, that's what I mean. The Arins, even though he's kind of been...
Oh,
the Caitlyn, it wasn't blocked!
Dark One, you're actually such an inter there.
Is
you're a
still
memer.
on? Is it still on the About UN League? It is. Remember to block the Caitlyn ult.
But that was so good.
Possibly Arins knew. Anyway, he was like, nah, let me tank it. I believe.
Sure.
In the post-match interview, well, if Winx Club win, I'm sure that's what we'll hear. We will definitely hear that's what he meant to do. But
I wonder if there was some profanity. Oh my god!
What is that?
What am I watching? Okay, I'm not surprised because he's 6-2, but fucking hell.
You just witnessed a genuine murder there. That was despicable. Who needs a damaged mid laner when you have Xerath support?
They're collapsing.
Enix has to flash away from that distance to save himself from Kip carry. We said that he only plays enchanters. We can cross that off. He can play whatever the hell he wants. Holy!
But it's rough, right? Like when a QW kills you, right? That's a W, right? The orbital. Yeah. That straight up killed him. Oh my god!
Bramwell is probably going to be able to deal enough damage to Dave to the Scion. He has to flash out because Ozinox is there, but
they need to be careful. Sejuani's coming there, and he's got ult.
Yeah, he has ult. So I think this could be really dangerous. He goes straight on Dave, ignores Ozinox for now. I think they might back out now. No, both ults come down. The Sejuani and Seraphine. That is 2 down. The Seraphine double kill. Fantastic laying of the ults there. I think we just saw who else went down. I think Dabis went down in the top lane. The Victor going down to the Winx Club duo bot lane combo. Enix has to be so careful. He's going to get
beautiful
one shot.
CC layering. Beautiful.
I love that. Using the Sejuani ult to guarantee the double Seraphine
they're
ult.
just getting everything. I mean, this game is so over, right? They're getting everything. They're getting bot fights, they're getting top fights, they're getting neutral objectives. There's legitimately nothing that is not in their favor.
As we see the third dragon go uncontested to the way of Winx Club, and I'm really sorry, Invictus. I think you had an interesting strategy, but you can't...
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate the strat, but I guess it just didn't work as intended.
I have to admit, I think that Jaina Bramwell has to be very careful. I think will have just enough to get out. He is, but the Qs are coming down. Victor does pick up the shutdown. That's a decent shutdown. And now Eris hitting the hook on Chris K. Ozinox doesn't have enough damage though. They just don't have enough damage to get through the tanky Sejuani.
Yeah, but I like what they're doing. They're essentially just looking for.
That was
a nice one.
That was ridiculous. 50%. I think over 50% health of Ozinox, and he's going to go down to the Ash Arrow. The Lantern comes down, but it's not enough. Arins is just American sniper over here.
I
really
feel
hasn't
for
missed
them.
at all.
I feel for Invictus because
this Xerath, it might try and pick up Dabis. Dabis is able to walk away, luckily. Slightly messes up that. Glunglate is in trouble again from Fiora. Arins might be able to 2v1 this, honestly. Look how far ahead he is. Enix has to use heal just to survive. And this is just one of those games where I don't think they can do anything. Jaina Bramwell might go down. He does just go down to Dave's zombie Scion, essentially. And
but you know the game state is a bit strange when you see an Ashe stepping up versus a Kate Thresh duo on their inhib turret, and he's forcing heals,
flashing heals. But
oh boy.
I have to admit, I think one of the things that made this such an awful decision in terms of the layout for Invictus was the Xerath. The Xerath pick basically just meant Sion could not do a single
what is Ash
thing.
doing here? Oh my god, wait.
Ash, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to come down. Oznox literally just... I think he's going to go down. Arins is going to go down. Yeah. He's playing a little bit too ballsy, but even so,
a little bit. Oh, you're being so kind. He is straight up fucking... I mean, he's at the point where he does not care.
I mean, we're not going to look at the chat, but if you look at the chat, you can really see that Arins is not happy with what's happening this in this game. I think Oznox did just manage to pick up the red buffs. That's at least one thing.
Okay, I like when I see in chat that Ash just bought Phantom's Dancer and Hurricane.
Oh my god. Oh, Aerostream landing a huge hook, and Kip Carry deservedly goes down. I mean, you're playing 1v4 that far. But, like, I mean,
they should take this a bit more seriously.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, this is a UNL game. Please, guys.
I mean, Eris has landed another hook there. That's pretty impressive. I think he knew that Chris K was around there, but that's still impressive to land. Enix, what are you doing playing that far up? You know that Chris K is tanky as hell. Seraphine is going to look for the ult, and it catches. The charm catches him right at the end, and he goes down. Enix, you cannot play up at all. Eris does land the hook on the Seraphine, but is going to go down himself. They do pick up a Rins. Davis does manage to pick up Rins. He might be able to pick up Dark One as well. They all back out though, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, Invictus is capitalizing on those let's call them
risky plays. Jaden Proudmore going balls deep, and I think this is now every single one of the of Winx Club just saying, look, we can 1v5. You're ahead, but you're not 1v5 ahead.
Yeah. You are 10,000 gold ahead, but that doesn't mean that much when you're playing the way you're playing right now. And I mean, Invictus, to their credit, they are capitalizing on it. And Victor is getting a lot of those kills as well as Kindred. So it is not that horrible when these fights are happening. They are getting what they want. It's just...
The only thing is, you look at the objectives now, and it is Soul Dragon and Baron. Baron is seconds. Up. Soul Dragon. It's Mountain Soul, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mountain Soul on the Sejuani. Like, I mean, that's just Chris K. He hasn't died yet, and if he secures this Mountain Dragon, he's never going to die. Dave is going to get stunned up. The damage coming out from Arins is just insane, and Dave, he has to try and run as quickly as possible. Arins is going to go down. So is Oznox, though. Thresh goes down to the Xerath as well. Davis, he's so low, but I think he might just survive. He doesn't quite. Chris K manages to jump in. Jaina Proudmore is going to pick up Galunglate. The stun comes down on Enix. This is... I really do not understand why he went heal instead of cleanse. Cleanse is just such a better summoner against this team comp.
Yeah.
And
I will say Arins was playing in a way to try and give Invictus a chance in this game, but... I mean, they can look for the end here if they're going to be very, very hasty, but it looks like they're going the bit calmer route, trying to break two sides of the base, as well as get the second tower bot side.
I think Jaina Proudmore will look... Oh my god, Aerostream is a single combo from Kip Carry is able to just bring him to his knees. I like this.
Magi's as well. you have a Seraph of 12 stack on those Magi's.
Jaina Proudmore going to pick up the Mountain Soul Dragon as well, uncontested, because there's just no way that the Invictus can do anything on the map further than basically their own base. And it's been the case like that for now nearly 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So now Jaina Proudmore is going to try and keep some of them bot lane. I think...
he already took the soul, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Invictus... They can't contest Baron. They can't contest any objective. Enix has to be so careful. Like,
you say that.
Arins hits the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. What is Enix doing? Playing this. He doesn't have cleanse. Why?
Remember when you said he needs to play this very carefully? I was like, I was watching the minimap. I was like, well, that's a caster curse because I'm looking at this.
We see in the chat, welcome Enix. I mean,
also,
Dabis is looking for Jaina Proudmoore. Ozonox there as well. Jaina Proudmoore might go down as well, I think. But the healing is going to be so much. Dabis does manage to get Jaina Proudmoore. But look at the shutdown gold.
I just want to point out that the Xerath may or may not have just completed his death cap. So when we thought one combo was too much damage already, let's see if you can kill him with one spell.
This is just a single Q is able to do 2/3, and that's one ultimate proc, and the Q from Xerath is just sending everyone back to base. The Sejuani ult, the layering of those ults there is just perfect. Yeah, both Dabis and Kindred go down. Ozonox, this is end. They've got Baron minions. They have a Arens there. Arens is going to try and get Galungulate as well. I don't think they really need to care. Galungulate is going to try and ult. He misses the ult, unfortunately. Enix just does no damage. Galungulate will try and get to Arens, but he just can't. The slow is coming out, and there is nothing they can do at all. This will be the final push, I'm sure. Kip Carry is going to get that turret. The flash onto Enix nearly going in. Oh, Eris is down as well. Enix is going to go down in Fountain. Enix goes down, and I'm sorry, being Invictus. This was a strategy that really, really didn't work. They're definitely feeling the ire, the pain. Oh my goodness.
You know it's rough when you have to use Kindred ult in Fountain.